The next stop is Fukuoka.
Hi you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is technically day 11, but this video will consist of 8, 9, 10, and 11. Biggest reason for that is day 8. I don't know that I had a whole lot going on, and today's day 11 and I don't really have too much going. Basically day 8 and day 11 I have spent mostly editing content. On day 8, yeah, I edited content the majority of the day, and then in the evening I went to the beach. So let's check that out together. Moving on into day 9. Day 9 was a very exciting day. We were planning on going to Team Labs, and if you don't know what Team Labs is, it's basically this very large, immersive, and interactive art styled museum, kind of. I don't know how else to explain it, but let's go on that adventure next. I hadn't had breakfast, so I went to go look for some food inside of this massive mall. Let me show you guys around. I believe this mall was about 4 floors. I can't remember. I did not get to explore it all. I spent a great portion of my time inside of this massive bookstore, which whoever decided to put it right next to the Starbucks definitely needs a raise. I didn't really buy many things. Obviously, the majority of those books were in Japanese to begin with, but it was still really cool to wander around and explore it. Okay, so we got out of the mall, and no, I did not explore the entire mall. I think it's like 3 or 4 floors. So many stores, oh my gosh. But I do want to go ahead and head into Team Labs because I know sometimes it can get pretty full pretty quick, and I just want to have enough time to go through it and really just take it all in. So we're about a 5-minute walk from Team Labs. 5 minutes isn't too bad, so that's our next stop. We were just in the bottom and we worked our way up. That seems like some sort of amusement park over there. I don't know if you can tell, but there's people on that top coaster. I think this is some sort of stadium. I haven't looked it up, but I see a ton of billboards talking about, from what I'm guessing is baseball. Okay, you guys, so we're walking towards the building. The building itself has like 7 floors, and so we had to make our way up to the floor where Team Labs was located. And when purchasing my ticket online, I made a mistake and bought tickets for something else. But thankfully, I was able still to purchase my ticket on site and just look at these amazing views. Genuinely, 10 out of 10 recommend for you to go to Team Labs if you ever get the opportunity. This room was basically filled with the idea of dinosaurs, and you downloaded an app and you were able to catch them, almost like the Pokemon Go concept. It was absolutely incredible. There is nothing like this. This was really, really cool. As you can see, we'll be going further into different rooms, and each room had its own thing going on. This one was filled with butterflies, as you can see. The next room, oh my goodness, this was so freaking cool. You had to be very careful when jumping around. They told you only try to film when you're not moving. Same exact concept in this room, and it is very immersive and interactive. So as you can see, as you're moving through some of the things, the lights will change colors or different effects will happen. It is the most incredible thing ever. Genuinely, I was making core memories in the moment. Many kids were brought here, and I can totally understand why. Your imagination completely runs wild in these spaces. This next room has to be my absolute favorite. Extremely interactive, but I don't know, something about all the colors just truly speak to me. Just like how I create a lot of my artwork, I was just super moved and inspired by everything happening all around. I'm gonna be quiet for a second so we can all take this in together. This next part was also really cool because they give you the opportunity to color in a drawing, and at the end they scan it, and afterwards your drawing basically comes to life digitally. Just when you think things can't get any cooler, they obviously do. They also had an option where you could basically purchase your art in a different format, whether that was a pin. Oh, look at that. It's my artwork on the ground. Anyways, yeah, you could purchase your artwork to put on a t-shirt, a napkin, a pin. I got the pin, as you can see. And if you recall, I had bought tickets for the wrong thing. What I had bought tickets for was this immersive art museum right here, which was still really cool, not too bad, but it wasn't as big as Team Labs was or as flashy as Team Labs, but still a cool experience. The other thing that that same ticket included was a tour of a baseball museum. Now, I don't really know much about baseball, but I believe this museum was dedicated, from what I understood, mostly to one player, with a mention of a few other ones. I don't remember the name of the player, if I'm being honest, but still, it was really cool to go through it. It also included this beetle exhibit, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of creeped me out. And I felt really bad for the beetles because these kids would just kind of rip them off the tree and then just place them back. Now, we were instructed on how to pick them up and place them back, but I felt a little weirded out by it. Plus, seeing all the kids rip them off and put them on just wasn't my favorite thing, so I didn't do it. And once you came out of the beetle exhibit, you were then introduced to this area of the museum that consisted of physical or coordination challenges as well as baseball-related challenges. Then we went up to floor 7 and were introduced to this Sanrio Dream Park, which wasn't so much a theme park, but more of a big shop. Now, I didn't record too much because they are strict about how much you can record and pictures you can take. Once I finished that, I decided to head out, and I noticed it was extremely crowded, but turns out there was a baseball game happening. Also saw this food truck, and I love potatoes in any format, so I got this little bowl. Then I stopped back at the mall, and I saw this orange juice machine that claimed it was freshly pressed orange juice, and oh my goodness, that was the best thing ever. And I think I paid under $2 for it. 10 out of 10. I browsed for a little bit longer, but then I headed out, and by the time I got out, it was getting dark. I was supposed to meet some of the other fellow residents at a night market, but instead, because it was getting so late, I knew there was a park nearby that I had been wanting to visit, and they had another immersive light show art exhibit going on, so I thought I'd check that out. It was only like a 10-minute bus ride over, so not terribly far. And I'm so glad I did this. This was incredibly gorgeous and so beautiful. I'm just going to give us a moment to admire every single clip. That was the most magical thing ever. 10 out of 10. I'm so upset that my phone is running on very low battery, so I'm not gonna try to make this too long, but we're catching the train now back to the train station that's near the home I'm staying at. I hope you can hear me well. I realized a little bit earlier that I don't think I locked my bike. So I'm really hoping it's still there and nobody stole it. Fingers crossed. I mean, it's a very safe country, but you just never know. Either way, I'll see you when I get home. Hey you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today is not as exciting as it was yesterday, and that's okay. I am mostly focused today on creating a new painting. Today we have a deadline of submitting the name of our exhibition and also a description of our exhibition, plus one image of one of our artworks that will be the face of the exhibition, if that makes sense. And even though I've created some paintings already, I don't fully feel like any of those are quite the face of what my exhibition is going to be about. I don't know how to explain that. But yesterday, I had such an amazing experience in the Ohori Park. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I think it's Ohori Park. and they took this one image of me, absolutely gorgeous. But anyways, I have started the sketch for that, and the reference should be up somewhere. But this is a sketch for it. So I want this to be the face of my exhibition. So we will be working on that, getting that done, and then hopefully submitting that today because it's due today. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice, do I? So I will be hopping on that, and I don't know how much else I'm gonna film. I've done laundry this morning. I've cleaned up my room. What else have I done? Not too much going on today, but either way, I will try to record one more video before I go to bed. So I will see you guys then. Okay, we are now at day 11, which is present day, and I don't think I showed you images of my painting that I completed for the face of my exhibit, so hold on. Okay, you guys, so this is her, and by her I mean me. I don't remember if I put up the reference photo. I think I did put up a reference photo, but I'll put it up again. So that is supposed to represent me in that one image. And it's also going to be the face of my art exhibit that I will be hosting next weekend, which feels insane. Oh my God, next weekend. Anyways, the title to my exhibition is going to be called Evolution. And the concept behind evolution is to represent me growing as an individual and as an artist through curiosity, through exploration, and through the willingness to step beyond what is familiar. And I feel those were some of the common themes I was already bringing with me when coming to Japan to do this art residency. So it's very exciting to see, you know, me bringing those concepts to life through my artwork. And speaking of bringing my artwork to life, I did spend the majority of my day working on these pieces. I don't know if you watched my last video, but if you did, I'm pretty sure I put in there that I had challenged myself to do 5-minute sketches, and they were live sketches. So basically I sat there, put a timer, 5 minutes, sketched whatever was in front of me, and that was it. I don't know if I recorded the part where I outlined them here, but I then gave myself 10 minutes to outline them in pen, and today I gave myself 15 minutes to color them in with watercolor. So I took 15 minutes for each one, and I also played around. Oh, that's not focusing. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit more focused. So these are some of the drawings that I had done, now colored in, and I played quite a bit with color theory when it came to these, just for fun. I don't think I've ever played around with colors like that. I think I try to keep it very simple, so I am attempting to explore new things through my artwork. And I will be cutting these out, so they will be individually placed around my exhibit. And here's my other one. These are from the Totoro forest. All of these were from the Totoro forest. I do want to make a more blown up version of something similar to this, but I don't know yet. I mean, we still have the rest of the day, so that may be possible. But yeah, I've spent my morning doing these, gave myself 15 minutes to do each one, and honestly, I really like the way they turned out. Very exciting. I think this may be it for the rest of the day. I don't know that I'm gonna film anything else. As I mentioned earlier in the video, today I'm gonna use it also for content. I obviously haven't edited in a few days, so the sooner I edit, the fresher the details of what I do are in my brain. So I think I'm just going to end up doing that for the rest of the day. If anything else exciting comes up, I'll be sure to include it. But for now, this is going to be it, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow.